you are afraid of the very thing you want. If you are worried that you are hurting people, it's because you care about people. In which case, that scenario, you would know if you were doing something wrong and you would change your behavior. That is a person who people that want to be cared for want to keep around. Let me tell you, when I got engaged and when I got married and when I had my kids, it was sweet fulfillment. It was a moment of just me. In fact, I made a speech on my wedding day with all the ladies in the hotel room. And I believe I said,
love is real. Love always wins. Fairy tales do come true. And your life can look the worst it's ever been and completely change overnight.
I'll take some of that. And also, look at the ring.
Right?
Gorgeous.
your life can look absolutely chaotic, absolutely dark, and it can change upside down overnight. I was referencing a very dark time in love for me. It's moments where you overcome those life situations. When you enter healthy and the moments where they feel so good, it's the overcoming that gives me fulfillment. If I'd always been lucky in love and always had healthy relationships, I may not have felt the same way. I may have had a different speech. I may have been overcoming something else. But for me, that was a moment. Wherever you're at today, I want you to explore what you are afraid to want. What do you want? We're also going to be looking at clarity in our own behavior and our own choices. Awakening is not just the awareness of poor choices and bad behavior others have shown you. Awakening is when you're ready for ownership. There comes a point, even when you are healing childhood trauma, that you quit blaming your parents for your behavior. It wasn't ideal. We can agree on that. It wasn't ideal. But at some point, you have to be willing to change in spite of not ideal. Which means the awareness that you have been taught how to make choices. You have been taught how to behave, how to think, how to act, which means you are choosing. You are behaving. You are acting. You are in control. And you are in control even in trauma response because there is an opportunity that will always find you with the information that you need to overcome and to heal. Which is why you're here today. Your story is not, let me overcome trauma. That's not going to fulfill you, because you didn't come here to bring trauma on. You know what I mean? I already said you didn't sign up for that. So let's overcome trauma. Sure, over there. We'll deal with that. But at the same time, why do you want to overcome trauma? What is trauma keeping you from? What do you want? What hope do you see for your future? And it may not be the biggest hope you've ever felt, the biggest inspiration you've ever known. But it's available to you in this phase. I like to picture clarity, hope, inspiration, and opportunity as people. If clarity were to sit in the room with you, they would be very matter of fact. Here it is, in a warm, loving way. You ask this question, you get this answer. Do. Hope would come in with like a song. Right? Hope is like, let's bring you from the depths up. Inspiration would be like, oh my God, there's like all these amazing things, and we could do that, we could do this, we can go over here. There's different personalities that happen. Opportunity is coming in the choice phase. Let me just prepare you a little bit for opportunity. We like to refer to opportunity as Mr. Darcy here. Pride and Prejudice. Mr. Darcy. It's a little intimidating. That choice is coming. The opportunity you're ready to create is coming. But today, sit with a song of hope. Feel the excitement of inspiration and find grounding and clarity. Clarity isn't judgment, and neither is opportunity, but out of those four, the one that feels like judgment is opportunity. So we're just going to throw that in another phase, which is why it's up a little higher, so we can handle that feeling of judgment. Because it's not, but it can feel a little judgy sometimes. But don't mistake truth as judgment. Truth is someone who loves you enough to tell you there's food in your teeth. Truth is someone who loves you enough to tell you you're not happy when you think you are. Because those are the people who talk to you in sleepwalking. They're trying to spark your soul. But if you have only had people and relationships in your life who want to sing you a lullaby of shame, it might be hard for you to hear the truth. But I'm here to tell you, it's not the truth you're afraid of. It's the delivery. And so here, we've created a very safe place so that you can receive truth in love. Everyone here is worthy of whatever it is they came to this earth to do. It may not be delusional fame, but if you came here for something, it was good enough to make you want to come here. It was so compelling. You didn't even read the fine print. You dove in, you came here, you said, yes, I'm willing to risk, because everyone knows here, as a human, free will means risk. It's not a guarantee. And while some promises break, we'll teach about that later, the promise of why you came here can never be taken away. Because why you came here can look like many different things, and it can change into many different things. For me, what I want more than anything is to inspire someone. So I came here, simple as that, to inspire. Be really cool if I could also be a mom, experience some love. But I really want to inspire people. I want to show people hope they can't see. Which is probably why I've had to find the darkest moments in my life. Because if I didn't have that, and I was trying to help people find hope, and they didn't, that would be really uninspiring. Perhaps I needed to have extremely painful lessons in love, which I'll talk in more detail later, before finding my forever happy. Inspiration to inspire someone. I used to work at Starbucks. I was that blonde girl at Starbucks that made the drinks so fast. Put me on bar super in the morning, I'd just pump out drinks. We'd have a line out the door, I'd know everybody's name and all their order. And I would talk to people at the bar while I'm making their beverages. I would get to know people and their stories. Oh my gosh, people would just talk to me all the time. I was giving people hope and inspiration at Starbucks. That's because of my mom. My mom told me, whatever you do, be great. Take pride. Whatever you do. Starbucks isn't the most glamorous job on the planet. I wasn't even a shift lead. I was a barista. Put that apron on, and you know what? I wore my black blouse. I got myself the nicest black blouse. It was so beautiful. I get coffee crap all over all the time. I wanted to look nice. I wanted to feel my best. I wanted to talk to people, get to know them. In my own way, do what I'm doing right now with you. No one can take away your purpose. But it can look like many different things. See, a lot of people may think, oh, your purpose is to be on TikTok. Or, oh, your purpose is to vlog. Or create classes like this. Guess what? That wasn't my purpose before TikTok even existed. Or vlogging. Or cameras. I was in my purpose before the iPhone. Because when you are in your purpose, the how changes. And it will always change. I've been saying Instagram's gonna die for a long time. There's some drama over there today. Hashtag Instagram down. Knew it. You have a beautiful purpose in you today. And you may only have your Starbucks apron available to you today. But you're not going to stay there in your Starbucks apron if your purpose is to get a vlogging camera. But you will never reach the vlogging camera if you don't dwell in your purpose in your Starbucks apron. Whatever you do, be great. And what my mom meant by that was, whatever you do, be you. Just be you. Because you are great. This is the quote I have in my son's nursery. Just be you. That's why we're here. We're here to step into you. We're not here to step into delusion. We're not here to step into a fame that proves your worthiness. We're here to step into you. And you have a purpose great enough to be willing to come here and try. So in this moment, in this week, however long you choose to stay here in this space, yes, we want to explore behaviors, conditioning, choices. We want to explore the pain that others have caused us. But also, more important than any of that, when we're on the journey of the soul and the self, it's a different perspective. That's all the brain. Journey of the mind. Journey of the soul and self. This phase is about ownership. And that feels really good. Because awakening is not just the moment when you're willing to see where life has brought you, where you have chosen to be. But you now see as an adult in yourself. The evolution of these phases: sleepwalking, infant, breakdown, toddler, awakening, coming into being an adult. It's like being a teenager. You have your whole life ahead of you, and you have to choose what you're going to do with it forever. Junior year. Don't feel the pressure of time, because you can always change. But here's the thing. If you follow your purpose, your passion, your reason for being here, you will only find opportunities that advance you to the next opportunity if you wish to change. For me, I went from Starbucks barista to runway model in New York City to finance Wall Street. We'll talk about that in another time as well. To where I'm at today. I learned something important in each of those steps. In each of those phases of life, even Starbucks. And I love Starbucks baristas. If you are one, I know it's not what you woke up and wanted to be forever. We can agree on that. No judgies. But your line of work, your place, your status, your situation, that's temporary. That will always change. But you, your purpose at the soul level, is constant. When you let your soul shine through. So I'm curious. In your awakening, who are you? Where do you see yourself? What hopes and dreams do you have? We're not signing contracts. But what's beautiful about this phase in hope and inspiration, it doesn't have to be very clear. You don't have to say, well, I want to be a barista, or I want to be a financial advisor, or I want to be a speaker. You say, I want to inspire people. And you follow the inspiration. Following the hope and the inspiration every day is how you get here. Here being whatever it is you want for you. Here for me is right here. If you would have talked to me in any of those phases, and you would ask me, what do you want? My answer would have been different. But the why would always have been the same. Curious? So post, your homework is below. And the next turn, we dive into undoing. So have fun, play with hope, play with inspiration. Love you.